Welcome to the live chat with Milagros Pereyra from LASA. LASA is one of the applicants for the Incredible Impacts program of this year. ICA and Best Cities have been partnering for 4 years on the Incredible Impacts program, which is recognizing every year 3 winners who have contributed outstanding beyond economic impacts in destinations where they have met. This year, however, has been very different, and we are celebrating each and every submission through these live chats. So it's a great pleasure to welcome Milagros Pereyra from the Latin American Studies Association today. Milagros, would you be able to introduce yourself briefly as well as your association?
Sure. Thank you very much for the invitation. My name is Milagros Pereyra, and I have been director of the Latin American Studies Association for the past 17 years. The Latin American Studies Association, LASA, has been in existence since 1966, so more than 50 years. And it is an association of mainly professors, academics that do research in different disciplines, mainly social sciences and humanities, with a main focus in Latin America. So you can have scholars from, biology, literature, English, political science, but the commonality is Latin America. And every year we organize an international congress.
Thank you so much. And that was a great segue into my next question. So you organize a congress every year, and what is the key legacy element of your program, of your congress?
Sure. In terms of legacy program, we do different things depending on where we go, but mainly what we do is partner with universities to do our congress, and sometimes we use universities as the main location of our congress. We invite students. We have a big focus on students who have not been exposed to these topics and these researchers before, so they can have access at a very low cost, let's say $10 for the entire Congress, or no cost at all, so they can benefit from that locally. This 2020, I was going to say past year, but we're still in 2020, we had a plan and received some funds from the Kellogg Foundation, and this was an initiative of our past president, Mara Viveros from Colombia, from the University of Colombia, that we provide grants to indigenous and Afro-descendant students to attend the Congress. These students otherwise wouldn't have access to it. And so we got these funds from the Kellogg Foundation, and we had all the plans that we had to bring them from different places, cities within Mexico to attend the Congress. Unfortunately, the pandemic did not allow us to continue with the plans as originally established. But those are 2 examples of legacy programs that we plan and implement in the different cities.
So you just also mentioned that this year you didn't actually meet in a destination, you went virtual, and you still managed to do some legacy elements overall globally. But for the future, what have you learned from this experience plus your past experiences? How can destinations help you in achieving impact of that knowledge transfer for the students in the destinations where you meet?
Destinations, convention visitor bureaus and the like can definitely help associations like LASA to get in touch with those university students that perhaps we do not have access to. We do have members all over the world, and as I said before, if the person is doing research related to Latin America, most likely he or she is our member, but not necessarily. So it would be nicer or better to get that type of input from destinations in order for us to approach them and to do this outreach and legacy program.
So destinations can really play this outreach role with your Congress and should keep in mind on how to really get your topic to a wider audience.
Absolutely. And also destinations, I mean, we have this program that I'm mentioning here, but I'm sure destinations have other things in mind that we can do. In fact, in Mexico was a little bit proactive on this front because they had this recycling or clean Congress initiative. And whatever proceeds, honestly, I cannot remember the exact details, but there were supposed to be some proceeds from it that they would go to a local institution, nonprofit, that could benefit from that. So that was nice, and we signed up for that as well, but we wouldn't know if they hadn't present this idea to us.
Perfect. That's a great call to all ICA members who are destinations and convention bureaus to really be proactive when they are discussing with associations how associations can leave an impact in a destination with their meeting. Which brings me to our final question. If you could share with associations one thing, what would it be? Why is it important for associations to strategically implement a legacy element in their programs?
I think it is important because it is not just the association benefiting the city. I think it is a two-way street. We benefit each other by doing this because yes, we leave a legacy, but yes, we take with us a lot of things too. You know, the fact that we get to know these students, that we are able to help, that it's so wonderful to be able to get in touch with them, to talk with them, and to see for yourself the impact that you are creating on these people, you know. And that definitely, especially in students, creates an impact that is going to last for life, because otherwise they wouldn't be exposed to this type of events, you know, in this particular case. So my recommendation is that associations plan this from the beginning, not as a segue, you know, as something nice to do at the end, but as part of the regular programming. So once you, either because you come up with it yourself or because the destination is pointing you out to A, B, or Z, you plan and implement and make it a part of your program. And it will also be good for your members to know what you're doing, you know.
That is a great way to end today's live chat. One call to collaboration and one call that it really should be part of your strategic efforts. Thank you so much, Milagros, for joining us today. If you want more information on the ICA Best Cities Incredible Impact Program, please visit the icaworld.org/incredible impacts website. Thank you very much for joining us today. Bye-bye.